Hello, people of the interwebs! Today we're doing a video on shedding. This is my African house snake, and as you can see, he is getting ready to shed. We call this in blue because they get this sort of blue haze to them. Unfortunately, the camera is not picking it up quite as well as I'd like, but you can kind of see this sort of fuzziness to him and his little eyes. There you go. His little eyes look blue. And this tells me that he is probably going to be shedding in the next couple of days. But I can also see a few problems. He has little sort of tick marks around his skin here and there, and that tells me he's probably dehydrated, which means we're going to run into some shedding problems. Here you can see little spots here and there where it looks like he's not going to be coming up evenly. Now, this is not surprising this time of year. It's cold outside. It's like 140 below where I live, so we have the heat cranked up, and that means it gets really dry. And these little guys, just like us, kind of dry out. So this is a really common problem this time of year. So we're going to keep an eye on it. But I would not be surprised if in the next day or so, look at him, he's so cute! Sorry. If in the next day or so we see him shed, and hopefully it will be a good shed. Nope. Terrible shed. This poor little guy is not comfortable. Everywhere where you can see this sort of silvery look to it, that's his skin that he has tried to shed but has not come all the way off. And it is stuck on there like a peeling sunburn. So this poor little guy is itchy, itchy, itchy. And unfortunately, he is distinctly lacking in stuff to scratch himself with. So we are going to need to help him a little bit because this is going to take a long time for him to get all of this off of himself. The good news is it looks like it did come off of his eyes. They can have what's called eye cap retention. You can Google this, it's all over the interwebs. I'll make a video on it. I'm sure we'll have an issue with it at some point, but thankfully not this little guy. So his eyes are clear, it looks like it came off of his head. So nothing to worry about there, but the rest of him, no, terrible. So we are going to do my special secret patented trick to help him. Kids, do try this at home. Water. It's called water. Comes from the sink, then purified, and then you pour it in this thing. And then we're going to put him in here, and make sure this is a container with some air holes so he can breathe. And then we're just going to let him soak. Taking this opportunity while he's in the bath to get his house all cleaned up. I'm trying this recycled paper bedding. He really likes to burrow, and I have a feeling he's gonna like this stuff a lot. I had him on Aspen, and it's not my favorite. I haven't had the best results with it, and I think that this is gonna be a little bit more comfortable for him. And ta-da! Here's his house all set back up with his tree and his birdhouse, because that makes sense, and a rock from the yard, because it's sparkly. and now that he's had an opportunity to have a nice long soak, he should be much better hydrated and should have no problem getting the rest of this shed off of him. So we're going to put him back in his house and let him get all comfy. Victory! Yep, mission accomplished. The rest of the shed came off, and I found it in his bedding. You can see the whole bottom half of it came off. All these belly scales look really nice. And shed all the way down to the tail. Looks great. Thanks for watching.